what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Welcome to our website. We've got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
The moon, the stars, the sky. Come on closer, baby, let the lights go out. Yeah, we fall and then we rise. No, my alibis don't wanna hurt now. Yeah, fall into the fire, baby, we could ride the night. Yeah, I'ma show you. Oh, we could shine the light. Hey, lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay. It's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Walk a straight line, how many fingers? An ecstasy, fragrance lingers. Yeah, and those endless conversations, and you feel it floating now. I finally got you, and I'll follow you into the fire. Baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you. Oh, we could shine the light, yeah. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay. It's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Hold me up, cause you never wanna drop me, not me. Got the key, dancing to unlock me. Side to side, know their fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing gonna stop me. You're talking to get you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. You should say what you say. Oh, come on, get it longer. Oh, come on, get it longer. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Show you, let me show you pure love, pure love.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. We start another week. And
Another
today,
Monday.
What did you want to call today?
Incompetence Monday.
Today is Monday Madness.
Monday Madness. Today is a level of incompetence that I have not seen in quite a while. Today took me back to my days of working for my father. And if he had been in the situation that I was in today, he would have been screaming at the top of his lungs, writing letters, suing the government. It would have been a whole level of explosion. Because I got to tell you, there's some incompetence going on around this town.
Well, before we get into it, I want to say hello to everybody who's watching. Do me a favor, sharing is caring. So if you see the show, share it out. And yes, we had some real interesting news that we want to open up with, because the level of what's going on around us hit an all-time low today. I have never in my life ever seen the riffraff going on today. And then people do this and they think they're getting away with it. I don't get it.
Here's the thing. This isn't just today. This is the norm of what is going on. And we say this all the time. Last year with the pandemic, when everything shut down, at least we knew what was happening. Now, no one knows what to do. Mask, no mask, help you, don't help you, traffic, red light, cut you off, block a lane, send you to 4 post offices. That's the norm now, because that's the only thing that's consistent is inconsistency. It's consistently backwards. Too much coffee, I guess, for me.
I
say that 3 times fast.
Consistently, yeah, right?
And it's funny because we are talking about the post office. Now, this journey started last Thursday.
Yes.
Where they promised they were going to make a delivery. And they came at 7 o'clock apparently and could not deliver because there was nobody here.
PM, correct.
Then Friday, it was the same problem.
Correct.
So they decided to have the post office hold the package.
Yep.
The only problem is that we have cameras outside. So there was no one at the door.
There was no doorbell ringing?
There was no doorbell ringing. And I turned the motion detectors on because I had a feeling this game was going to happen. Nothing. Nobody ever showed up. Let's get that right. Not on Saturday, no. So you called to find out what post office.
So on Saturday I call, I track it. I go through this whole tracking system on Saturday, and it tells me where it is, gives me the address, even texts me the address so I know where I'm going to go.
Which post office?
Which post office to go to. So it was one in Meisner Park. So I go today to Meisner Park. We don't have your package. It's at the main post office on Banyan. So.
But wait, it gets better because they don't cover 33131. They cover 33132. So they gave you a piece of paper to write the tracking number on it.
Correct.
And you did that.
Correct.
And she says, well, you're going to have to go to this other place. And she gives you the address. She doesn't tell you it's on Banyan.
Right, she just gives me the address.
So we shoot up there and go in there.
Oh, well, there's no shooting because now you got traffic in Boca.
Well, it took forever to get there.
Because you got every red light to go. Right, correct.
And the frustration begins to mount.
Yes.
Because as you're going there and you're cursing out the world, because why would they send you to one post office, not the other? Not to mention that the piece of paper they gave you has somebody's documents on the back of it.
Yes, it has this other person's address and phone number on it that he must have left, that they give me now this piece of paper with this person's confidential information on it, right? So now you're calling, and they go, well, the average wait time is 1 hour and 1 minute to 1 hour and 32 minutes for us to pick up the phone. Nice. So Freddie goes, representative, do you want to track your package? Speak to a representative. Oh, I don't understand that. Would you like to start again? Representative, oh, well, we can call you back between 1 hour and 6 minutes and 1 hour and 36 minutes. Would you like that? No, I want to speak to a representative.
That sounds like Freddy's personal hell.
Well,
and
funny.
I'm driving, and I'm hitting every red light. He's on the phone at the post office. They're telling us 1 hour and 6 minutes, and we're thinking,
I'm
wow.
screaming at them, and they go, and you know what? How they get you? They go, we can't hear you.
We can't
hear me.
Press 1 to track a package.
The guy in the car 3 lanes over heard me.
Press 2 for your mail delivery. Press 3 to, we'll call you back, sir. And at that point, we're like, just hang up. So we get to the other post office. We go over to military. No line. We get in there. Oh, we don't have your package here. Not even in holding here. It's probably across the street at the annex.
It's probably.
But it might be on a truck out for delivery.
Even though it said holding at the post office.
But
So it's getting better. I lived 10 years, maybe longer.
2 miles
11
from
years,
there.
2 miles from this post office. I didn't know there was across the street.
Yep.
So we get in the car. Now, of course, the blood pressure is going through the roof. This one is like beside herself.
They're like, take a right and make a left where you see the tractor trailers. And I'm thinking, I'm going into a warehouse dressed like this. And I'm thankfully that you're with me, because now I'm thinking I'm going to go into our house dressed like this by myself. So I'm very glad you were with me on this journey, because you would have never even believed this journey, right? So we parked the car. There's no parking.
Let's talk about the parking.
Oh, yes.
This parking is one way in, and you have to go
Same way out.
reverse to get out.
Yes.
It doesn't loop. It doesn't do anything but in. So there's a car behind us. So she says this person is like this, and nobody can go anywhere.
You can't go
So
anywhere.
I says, just park it where the trucks load up.
So I park in the loading zone.
So we're in the loading zone now.
Yes.
The lady behind me, she goes this way and parks in the handicap zone. There's no out. There's no way of getting out of this parking lot.
One way in, one way out.
So we go into this place. It's a warehouse. And there are 5 guys picking each other's noses.
Now you know why I'm glad I didn't go alone.
5 guys. And they go, you may be at the right place. We cannot help you. We know that. This is before we even say hello. We can't help you. You may be at the right place.
Maybe.
It depends on what your question is. We're looking for this package. You got to go next door through the swinging doors into the warehouse.
Really?
Yes, into the warehouse through the swinging doors. So what do? We walk out, go through the swinging doors into the warehouse.
And there is Mrs.
And there was a lovely lady sitting there,
Mrs.
hand
Quiet.
canceling return receipts.
And she's about yay big, and she's doing all this, and we're waiting. And she comes over. I don't know if we have this. I was ready to blow a gasket
We were
right
both
there.
sitting there, no one saying anything, ready to blow. Yep.
Now, you got to look at a 5, 10, 15,000 square foot warehouse. We are in the warehouse. They are moving stuff around.
And they're moving, and it's like, catch! Whoop! And they throw it across the room. Am I kidding?
Light bulbs, right into the container. The chick should play for the Knicks.
Yep.
She's that good. Right into the container from 15 feet, drain.
Across the entire warehouse. Whoop! There goes another box. And we're thinking, we're never going to see these packages.
This is like the Twilight Zone. So she goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to go look and see if they. So I see her go this way, come on. Go this way, come on. Go this way. This is the warehouse. And then she's coming up, she makes it right. And she's coming up. I said, she's running out of places to go.
Yes, here she comes. Oh, she took a right. Here she took a left. We're thinking we're never going to see her. Then another guy comes up. Now the things that she was hand canceling, she puts in a box. He takes them, and he takes them out of the box, and he gives them to somebody else who has just signed in. You can't make this up. There's technology, but then there's the post office.
I want to, you know how they always make jokes about the post office?
It's true.
And you say, no, you shouldn't. Today was pretty much true.
I can see why those jokes were created. People in there, there's a lady that was in front of us. She says, the right hand in here, don't speak to the left. So the lady says to her, yes, but we talk to the ears. I almost died when I heard this. Talk to the ears. Come on
She
now.
was missing stuff too.
And here comes this little lady. She's about 4 feet tall with her
With
three
three
boxes.
boxes. She finds them. She actually goes to the back and she finds these 3 boxes
Which
that
I
are
gotta,
bigger
I
than
gotta
her.
tip my hat.
So, Elena, thank you for finding our 3 boxes. It was an hour-long journey, but she found them. She knew where it was, and she did what she did, but wow.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Phew, right? Ever have just one of those days? And normally I think Mondays, I love Mondays because I love getting back in here and doing what we do, but today is definitely a Monday.
And Dawn goes, you know, now I know why the business situation is the way it is. Here we are, we can't do any business because we're. Meanwhile, I'm just screaming at my phone because we can't do no business.
I'm on a rant, you're on a rant, thinking, and now this has taken us, 2 of us, out of our place of business
It was funny though.
on a car ride through the streets of Boca Raton to get poles.
And we couldn't send you guys
because I needed my ID. I couldn't
Oh,
even
they wanted
send
the
you. I
ID.
needed my ID,
Yeah,
right?
I
Because it was
noticed.
in my name, so I had to go.
And
So-
they actually look at the ID now. They looked at the ID like 3 times. They went, imagine if I had given them your ID.
It wouldn't have worked. But this is why people in business are having a really, really hard time right now. Because all these little things that shouldn't take you away from growing your business take you away from growing your business.
You know, I think it's the USPS here because when I ordered the mat, I had to go somewhere else to pick it up. Oh, it was a UPS warehouse. I
Yep.
had to go. And they questioned me 100 times from Sunday as to what the package was. And I said, you can see right through it. It's a because you had to confirm the package that it was okay through the plastic. You weren't allowed to open it. And the lady says to me, that's not very, that's like mental. Why would you? That's mental. I'm in a warehouse here with UPS in the middle of the day, and this isn't mental.
And now I hear that people who got PPP money, now they're questioning what your money was for. And they're now comparing it to your tax returns, and they're asking for money back. That
You have to use your PPP for business.
And otherwise, they go, you've got 30 years to pay at a 1% interest rate to pay back $600, which is what, $1 a day, $1 a month for the next 30, whatever it is.
The intent for the PPP has changed because now things are getting back to,
But they're not.
but they think they are.
See, we never do a show like this. I never do a show where I'm like, "Rah," where I'm like you. I feel like Freaky Friday. Well, it's a manic, maybe it's because it's a manic Monday.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny because when I tell you these things, you laugh at me.
Because I always try to see the good in things.
Yeah, I know. You think that the water's always wetter
Wet.
on your side, and my side is nothing but the Sahara Desert. And people are what people are.
And that is why business is having such a hard time right now.
That's like torture in modern ages.
Right? Harder now than I really think it was then, because at least a year ago, people got money. Now they're asking for the money back.
Because people were
And now businesses are closing.
because people were actually in trouble. Listen, how many people don't? It's funny. Another business that I know, a lawyer business that I know, they interviewed 4 people. They hired 3 of them, right? Nobody came back after the initial interview. None of them. So they called the one they didn't hire, and they didn't even pick up the phone. So why did they go get interviewed for?
And these are attorneys?
What happened?
Unemployment?
For an
Maybe
attorney?
maybe they're collecting?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where did they go?
Vinny, you're in the workforce.
I think they went to work for the
jobs.
post office.
No, I work. Wait, where did I work there before? I worked so many.
You've had 3 jobs.
You went to vitamins?
Oh yeah, the vitamin shop. We did. We gave it to the mail truck. Like we gave the packages. They all sent it out. It's like wasn't as bad, but the people you work with are kind of bad. Like sometimes they talk a lot or don't do anything. I was like, come on, guys, we gotta do this.
I'm just not really sure what's going on. You know, I'm all about feng shui and moving energy. So now I'm thinking, all right, what are we going to change? I have an idea of what needs to change. That picture needs to be moved.
Are you serious?
I think the yellow
You're bringing
banner needs-
stuff on.
Feng shui, 100%.
I like Frankfurter.
Because that corner is supposed to be red and pink for love and passion, not that.
I can't change the banner till Dan comes in.
It doesn't have to be the banner. It needs to be that picture that's in the corner right there. It needs to
What's
be.
wrong with the picture? It's been there for 6 months.
No, it's been there since Friday, the black and white one.
Want to put Amy's picture up there, or want to put something bright, colorful?
Yes, that corner, when you walk into your place, your bagua, they call it, that is the love,
Did you just burp?
abundance, bagua.
Is that a burp?
No, it's called a bagua for feng shui.
Now, how the hell do I know what it means if I can't even pronounce
So
it?
that's the area or room of your dwelling, your establishment,
So it's
or
supposed to
your
be
home.
red?
Red or pink, yes, for love and abundance.
How about yellow or green or blue?
No, that goes on another side of the room. So actually, the far left corner is supposed to be purple for abundance and green. So that
I
corner.
don't have a far left.
Yes, we do. Where the kitchen is, that's your far left. When you walk in your front door, again, we're back to which way you walk in your front door. That's supposed to be red and pink, which means that picture's got to go. And then that.
The only red and pink picture we have is that lady.
Okay, so we put her over there.
She's majestic.
So we put her over there.
Sure. What about this one?
Okay, we can put that over there. That's fine too. But just not that one that's particularly
Oh,
there.
no,
I was
maybe we
thinking
I
about
can't
it.
see it.
Well, you don't have to.
What
The
is it?
universe knows. The universe knows what lies within.
I think I'm putting that blue picture right at the end over there, maybe.
Good idea.
Why?
Because blue, actually purple needs to go over on that side. Purple and green and leafiness for abundance over there. That is love and passion on the far right side. And when you walk in, it depends if it's got wood or you've got water. But because we've got white, it's kind of, we got everything in our foyer. We've got the white for the water. We've got the wood on the chairs and the doors. And we've got the coffee cart. So we sort of have the wood and the whole water situation going in the lobby. So we're good on the lobby.
And let's move that white frame, like, probably put up there or somewhere along, probably up there.
Right.
You're. Why are you encouraging me?
Oh, this is fun. This is kind of like
Let me ask you
So
a
this is what
question,
it
Mr.
is.
Encouragement. When do you come back?
Wednesday.
Oh, sure. I'm going to come back Wednesday too. Oh, Dawn, I think we should move this and let's do this and do this and do this.
Really, I'm going to keep it quite simple. We're just going to move that gray and black one and put something pink and lovely. So maybe we put that pink one over there. And that works lovely.
I don't
So
know. I
would
don't
be
think that
nice.
will fit.
On the easel. No, we're just
Maybe.
swapping out the easel picture. I make it very simple. But these are the things that I think about on the weekends, as well as which direction the door faces.
I'm thinking about the Mets and the Knicks, and you're thinking about what
The
picture to
Mets.
put in the corner.
This is what happens when I don't sleep with an itchy dog. What do you always say?
Oh, yeah, let's put bets on New York Jets, too. That'd be great.
That's not. That's not.
So that's what I'm thinking over there. So things to ponder. Go,
I
Dawn's
guess-
brain on a Monday.
I guess you traveled far journeys today.
But
My brain did, yes. Actually, it started yesterday.
Your brain started yesterday?
Yes, on traveling on what to rearrange. When you start feeling things are a little sideways, you go, okay, what shifted that I need to shift back? What energy shifted do I need to shift the energies back? Make sense?
No.
It's like
But
we've got the Florida Love banner there, which is a perfect location because it's about love. And that's what that side of the room represents, is love.
Cricket,
that's
cricket,
good.
Cricket, 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 cricket.
Cracker Barrel, no. They're very quiet in there because even they think I'm on a whole nother level of,
they asked me if you're on medication. I
oh,
said yes.
speaking of, huh?
Do you know that is.
Do you ever do feng shui? No.
Teddy's the only one that knows feng shui.
I bet Arcade does. Ask him if he knows feng shui. He's not in there? He stepped out. Oh, okay.
No, he's over there.
He's in Studio B?
Right, I
Studio
forgot
B.
you was Studio B. I totally forgot.
Is
What
he
they
editing?
doing- I don't know what they're doing in the studio.
He's talking to someone on the phone. I think he's doing some editing.
They're working on that Comcast commercial piece.
Feng shui.
No, I think he's by himself.
Feng shui. So that's what we're going to change. We're going to look up the bagua. I even spoke to Giggles yesterday and asked her if she could come in and help us feng shui. And she laughed.
Giggles.
Uh-huh.
Giggles. That's a throwback.
Because what happens is I was texting you, and I ended up texting her, and there are no coincidences. So I said, oh, can you help me feng shui? And she laughed. She says,
Can you help me feng shui?
can you help me feng shui the
Really?
studio? Uh-huh. And she laughed. She said, just Google the bagua. So I kind of know.
Google the bagwas. Is that what she told you to do?
You make it sound so bizarre.
Google the bagwas and dance with the Mary Poppums.
That too. And my magic carpet bag. Ever have a day where you're afraid to do anything for what might just turn sideways, so you just want to sit and watch the world spin as the world turns?
I can't believe you. Do you want to hear what my problem was this weekend?
Not the bag
I
was.
bought these new flip-flops, and when I walk, they sound like you fart.
Don't you hate that when it hits your heel and it's like click clop? Don't you hate that?
Were you choking or smelling your armpit?
No, I was like,
So did you return them to Walmart?
No, I put powder in them, and then it looked like they were farting.
clip, clop, clip,
They go,
clop. Should have brought him in, Freddy. Should have brought him in.
No, I 86 them, threw them in the garbage. I don't have time for this stupid
After you
thing.
just bought them? So those are the things that go through my mind, or how to differently feng shui things. And I do it very quickly. And actually, I'm thinking we're going to repaint the step outside. We need to make it more welcoming, that curb appeal. Put in some flowers in the flower pot. I'm going to talk to Teddy about it, actually, before she leaves Home Depot.
What are you going to put in there?
I'm going to put some flowers in the front.
Real
flower
flowers?
pot.
Uh-huh. Can we
Full
get fake?
sun. I'm thinking full sun.
A cactus.
Impatience.
What
No, nothing
color you want
prickly.
the
It has
stairs?
to be welcoming.
Dawn's the only woman I know that killed the cactus.
Oh, how do you
I
do
don't
that?
really like cactuses.
You don't feed it water.
You're not supposed to feed cactuses water.
It died.
So when you come in, it should be warm and welcoming, and nothing should block the door. And there isn't anything blocking the door, so we're good with that.
You want to block the door too?
No, you don't, because that blocks your chi. That blocks your energy of walking into a home.
Not to mention you can't get in the building.
And that too. But no, like in your house, if you put a pot in front by your door when you walk in, you should not do that either.
This is like a soap opera.
This is great. It's like a daytime novella.
There are times where I will just sit in my brain
Cooking a chocolate
and I
thing? No,
strategize where I'm going to move things. Do you never do that?
all the time. I got to tell you, what happened was RK said that Dawn was very hipster.
Yep. Hip.
So she thinks now that she's hipster. What he meant was that she was
Crazy.
Young
nuts.
and fresh.
A little nutty. A little nutty. But it is what it is. And actually, the yellow over in Studio B is kind of perfect also.
I had no idea we had a yellow over Studio B.
Yeah, the Aurora Studio, which is also lovely. So a lot of things. If you know about
Are
feng
you
shui and you want to help us,
superstitious?
I was thinking about that yesterday, by the way. I was thinking.
You thought a lot this weekend.
Too much. Too much thinking.
Tell us what you were thinking.
I was thinking, as superstitious as I am and as spiritual as you are, the fact that we actually get anything done is amazing, because between my superstition and your spirituality, somewhere lies this physical world of what we should actually do, and then we actually do these things. It's because our crew continues to run our studio. When you
they
and I
run away. They
do
think
these
we're
things.
completely nuts.
Actually, our newsletter just went out today because our things continue to run when I'm pondering placement of feng shui and you're spiritually looking at something else in the universe and dealing with me. Our newsletter just went
Ladies
out
and gentlemen,
that you
this
too
is,
can be on
this
TV.
is a skit. Do not take anything you're saying today seriously, because she is off the deep end.
Thanks to no sleep.
This is the way you get when you have no sleep.
I guess so. I turn everything sideways.
And you keep talking. And the more you talk, the deeper
The
you
deeper
get
I
into
go
it.
into the quicksand.
Down the rabbit hole.
Let's take a quick commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. Let us know how your Manic Monday is doing. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Manic Monday.
Manic Monday.
That's you.
Boom, boom.
Manic.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream. Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Ever lose your momentum? I'm still going. What you got?
I'm superstitious.
Oh, okay. Oh, let me see if I get. You're superstitious. I know you are.
I'm superstitious, but not like you. You're a wackadoodle.
Are you afraid of stepping on cracks?
I was thinking about that when we were walking down to Sunny Stop yesterday.
No, I'm not that bad.
On Friday, that every time I thought about it, my heel went into the crack. So then I'm like, am I really superstitious about it, or is it just ruining my shoes?
Maybe both.
A little bit of both.
I'm superstitious. Like if you have a show and it's working, I don't like to make changes on it because I feel it would change the charisma.
Changes the karma, right? But there are people who go through life who never think once about karma or energy or any of it. They just do.
Don't show it to you.
You think? And then you and I, well, me.
I don't show nothing that.
But if we're in a meeting and the meeting's going well, you don't move.
But where am I going?
If you get up from the meeting, you know it's over.
So if I'm having a good meeting, I should get up?
But you could sit there for hours and not move.
That's not true. Not 4.
Like if the meeting goes good, I don't mean 4 hours, I mean 4 hours. Many hours is what I meant, not 4.
Well,
but
because the transition's flowing and going.
And you stay.
What do you want me to do, run?
I get up, I walk around, I spin
You get
a
up
little
in
bit.
10 minutes into the meeting. I go, and there she goes.
And if I don't get up, I'm like emotionally leave. Because you said the other day, she's sitting here, but she's really not even
She's
here.
not even
So
here.
you're in another planet.
No, I'm doing like 3 other things at one time. But I hear it, and the other things too. It's multitasking is what my mind does.
Yeah, but when you're in a meeting, you should stay in the meeting.
So there's my question. How long do you stay present in a meeting in your mind, and you've gotten through the agendas of your agenda and the other person's agenda, and you know what the next step is, but yet the meeting still is going on?
Honestly?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Do you get up and leave?
No, my head just like flies off somewhere, try to catch it, like, no, come back, I need you.
His head does, for sure.
He gets on his phone, he's in another, and he'll tell you, I'm sorry, but in a meeting, you can't say, I'm sorry, I just drifted.
No, my thing is I just stare at people or stare somewhere near them and look like I'm looking at them. It's like, oh wait, what was I doing?
Yeah.
Wow. The youth of tomorrow.
No, it's not always like that, but it's much more of an immediate type of situation.
Can you focus for an hour in a meeting or no?
It depends on what the meeting is.
It's business.
Well, I went shopping yesterday for an hour, and I walked in my car, and I'm like, heck yeah, I was in the store for an hour, but certain things. But could I stay on the same rack of clothes for an hour?
You
No.
can shop for an hour, but staying in a meeting, you can't do that.
Because I think I'm ADD. I really do.
You are.
I think I'm ADD, and I think I've got my attention span is like when you go through a rack of clothing. You go through the rack, and then you go to the next rack. I don't stay on the same rack for the hour. Make sense?
I guess so.
Like you go through the rack, and you're like, oh, good find, good find, good find, and then you move on to the next rack.
When
Do
you go
back?
shopping, you know what you're shopping for?
No.
I
But
know
like
exactly what
yesterday,
I want.
I went shopping, and in my mind, it wasn't just the physical act of going shopping. There was like a calling, and spiritually, it was like you have to go to this store, and you're going to get some great finds. Have it never happened to you?
No.
So I got this dress, I got these earrings, I got all these things, and I thought I was guided there. I also heard this little voice telling me last night, Mariposa Lane, or Mariposa Drive, or Mariposa Way. So I told Chuck to look up these addresses. He says, they don't exist. I go, they do someplace. And he was like you, was like, I don't know how Freddie does it with you. That's what he says.
Did you find it?
Yes and no. So there's a Mariposa restaurant in Neiman Marcus in the Boca Mall, but that was what it was.
You mean Ponderosa?
No, it's Mariposa. It's the restaurant. Remember Fem City had all their luncheons there?
Okay.
And there's a Mariposa Way somewhere, like in
So
Boca
why were you
Point.
looking up this address?
Because it came to my brain. It just came to my head, like, to look it up.
I saw a movie yesterday where she had flashbacks of something that happened, where somebody died and they went through this whole thing, and that accident brought her from another state, and she drove in and she was at the point of impact, and she didn't understand why.
That sounds like Final Destination. Is it?
Yes, it was.
Wow. Awesome.
Has that ever happened to you? Have you guys ever had, like, a flashback and you didn't realize the trauma that it actually had caused in your life until you had a flashback and you're like, wow, yeah? Like what?
Oh, come here. Come join me.
She's just going to take a mic and go sit someplace else.
Just sit.
You ever had any weird deja vus, like you experienced it before, but you can't really tell or say why?
Yes.
Like, it's like, did I dream this? Did I vision this? What's going on?
What happened, Teddy?
I don't want to talk about it too much, but I definitely had an experience where it was actually, I was dreaming and I was thinking about it, I guess, a few days before about like why I feel a certain way. And I guess I dreamt about it. I woke up the next morning and I like fully understood why I felt that certain way about it. And it was really weird. It was like an enlightenment moment.
So when that happened, because that had happened to me twice yesterday, does it help you understand the process to maybe go through it? Or you just like acknowledge it and say, okay, and you keep going?
Usually when it's only happened to me once or twice, but each time it's me, like when I wake up and I realize it, I'm already through it. I'm already done with it. So I wake up feeling very like relieved and just like clear-minded about it.
It's interesting. You?
Me what?
You ever have that?
Have what?
Have a flashback to something and you realize that it was really more traumatic than you realized and left an impact on you? More than you realized it had?
That's very tricky. I told you I was watching that movie, Hardball, about the kids in the projects playing baseball. But I don't think the impact was I missed coaching.
See, last night I was sleeping with the dog, I know, and the dog kept scratching, and I kept thinking the dog was having, heaven forbid, a seizure, and she wasn't. But it took me back to when I had to put my dog down, when I put Nemo down, gosh, almost 4 years ago.
Trigger.
But it was a trigger that I didn't realize was still a trigger. I thought we laid him to rest and I moved on from that. But apparently
You haven't.
I haven't.
No,
And
it's
4 years later,
I
it
see,
was
I don't
this whole.
sleep with dogs because that triggers something.
But it was a whole trigger for me that I didn't
All the
know
dogs I slept with in
that
my
I had a
life.
trigger. And I thought, wow, I still have these emotional things that trigger.
Very emotional.
It was, I don't know, it was a thing anyway.
I don't like sleeping with dogs
Why?
because of all the dogs in my life.
It's a trigger, right? It
Yes.
makes you think. But I didn't realize I had that. I didn't realize it was still impactful. And then something else has happened, and it was just, you don't realize the impact that little things can have until you revisit it. I guess that's why therapists are so important in our lives. Right?
Oh, definitely.
I lost my dog Nina, and I've never been affectionate towards dogs after that. It
Aw.
was too painful.
Really?
That was tough. Nina had a whole full Wayne. She had a whole funeral and everything else. And people received the cards to go to the funeral, and they said, "Who's Nina? That's the dog." I go, "Yeah," and everybody, and they showed up, and we had a whole thing. So it's not that I don't care about animals. It's just I don't want to get hooked up to them anymore because it hurts a whole lot more when they leave.
It's right? It's a whole nother level. And you think, and I thought I had not put it away, but just dealt with it. But then I realized last night,
You're never going to stop.
I guess I hadn't.
You're never going to stop dealing with it because the dog had an impact in your life. I know people that treat the dogs like they're children. They have
Yes. Oh my
their own rooms and their own.
I know someone whose cat has their own master bedroom.
They do with a bathroom.
A bathroom and and the whole bed is for the cat too. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
Yes, I have. I have. And I gotta tell you, it takes me back to that whole thing, because if an animal suffers because you're not home or whatever, you have to feel bad. You have to make moves to give them a right to sort of live. So I don't want to have animals no more. I'm done with it.
It's a hard thing, but I did not realize that I was still leaving this trauma on myself, because I didn't think of it
You're
as
full
traumatic.
of trauma. Yeah, lots of trauma.
But I didn't realize it was traumatic. I thought it was more. This is what was ready when it was ready.
You
for the
guys
dog.
have things in your lives that were
traumatic.
traumatic, things that you remember.
Yes.
What was one of them?
Traumatic. So much of that. I can't think of one specific example.
When you were the youngest.
I remember one of my doggies I had back then, like, ran away from me. Like I don't know how, like, it was off his leash. I was trying to, like, say, stay right there, get your leash. Then, like, it got off from my eye, just ran off in the streets of New York.
And then there are things that you don't realize are traumatic or impactful until something happens and you realize that the reason you feel a certain way about something is because of this incident that could have been just, oh, I decided not to go to dinner, I decided not to go on this trip. And then what did that feel like as far as something wasn't impactful but has impacted your life going forward? So there's a lot of things. They keep shaking their head yes back there. Yes?
Hey, what's up, Arcade?
It's fully
What up,
true. You know, you don't realize, because usually when you're in the moment, you mentally, your brain is made to, like, I need to get over this, I need to get through this, and you might not realize either that it's small and it has effect on you, or a lot of people don't realize that it is a trauma, and that the way, if it's something bigger, the way you deal with it is how you deal with trauma. And a lot of people, you just kind of lock it away. And it's not until years later that you learn about someone else's thing, and you're like, oh, that happened to me too. Is that something that happened? And it, you process it.
And you have to try to live through today because of it, Small things sometimes will trigger different things.
Yeah.
The homeless, when I was 3, I lived in Caldwell Avenue in the Bronx. And there was a person, I don't remember if it was a man or a woman, but it was a person of the streets, and they were covered in blood and urine and stuff, and there was this big commotion because the person decided, I lived on a cliff like this on a downhill, decided to stay there and live. And my parents didn't want me to see it for some reason. And my sister took me down to see it, and I call it because I still don't know what it was. But it was the scariest thing I have ever seen in my life.
Was it a person?
It was a person. And there were, I guess, the street things, a bomb or what have you. And if you remember the movie The Exorcist, that's what I saw. And my mother screamed at my sister to take me upstairs. Said, why did you bring him down? I told you. And that has always lived with me, always. And it has never gone away. So when I see things in the streets, it brings me back to that 30 seconds. I must have been 3 or 4 years of age.
But there are things I think that we do for our kids as parents, protecting them, that maybe we shouldn't do, because as you want to be protective and them not get hurt, but maybe those are things that we shouldn't be protecting from, because then it leaves scars for them that we had no intention of.
Babying them from learning experiences. When is babying too much?
So I was watching the show last night. We had taped one of the Chicago PDs, I guess, from last week. And the head of the police, beautiful woman, she's got these beautiful blue eyes, and her son was selling drugs or doing something he was not supposed to be doing. And the head sergeant said, let's go in, we know he's being held here, let's go in and do this. And she said, no, you don't give him any special treatment, because we still don't have the proof. You don't go in and get him, because we don't treat my son any differently than anyone else. So of course he gets killed, and now she has to deal with, now she has lost her son because she told him not to go in, no special treatment. And she says, I wanted him to learn a lesson and to get out of this situation with some tough love, and I realized maybe I shouldn't have. And it made me think of you saying we don't know our kids, and then at what point as parents are we too overprotective, not letting you guys learn, but yet we don't want you to make the mistakes that we've made. It's a slippery slope.
It is. And you know, sometimes you want to do the right thing and all you're doing is creating the wrong thing. There are times that you sort of have to take people out of the environment because it's a dangerous environment. And to mine, in my family, I had people that did drugs, and they used to come and knock on the door, and they used to ask my parents for money. And these were people that we grew up with. And my mother was running to the door. My father said, no, and Harry's the one. My brother is the one that said, you can't. If you enable them, if you give them the money, they're never going to stop. They're never going to learn. And we lost a few. And my mother then came back and started screaming at all of us. You think you guys know everything. Is him dead better than him alive? But when you think about it, if he doesn't help himself to get himself clean, what do you do?
See, it goes back to the trophy thing where I go, everyone should get a trophy.
No,
and
it's
you
not
go,
the same thing.
And you go, no.
No, it's not the same thing.
Well, what they learn, what they learn here, and there are times that you say, let them learn.
Getting a trophy is
Let's
not
make
the
a
same
mistake.
thing.
Well, not as drugs, but you put them out there a whole lot more to do and to learn. Even if it doesn't work out right,
Let me
to
tell
learn.
you something. The NBA, the Professional National Basketball Association, has learned a lesson. Did you see how they changed the playoffs? Teams 6 to 10 have to play a mini playoff to see who's number 6, who's number 7, who's number 8 in the playoffs. They have made it so that all the games count now. You don't stop playing. Because in the old days, you stopped playing. Okay, I'm going to be number 6. Let me stop playing. I'm going to be number 10.
When did they change it?
This year.
Because of last year, because of COVID?
They changed it because they're trying to find a way of making the teams that don't have a shot, an outside shot of making the playoffs, stop playing. So if the Knicks need to play this team over here to win to get in, they lay down. And that's no good. You're getting in because you're beating up on teams that have quit.
No.
So the object of the game is to make the game more excitable.
So like if you know you're not going to, it's like the draft pick, like the Jets were the worst, so may as well just quit and get the best pick.
That's right. So they just played a couple of games that they sort of lost on purpose.
Because they wanted a better pick.
Because they wanted a better pick, but that's not the way the game is supposed to play.
But it doesn't make a difference because they're still making $25 million a piece.
Right, forget about that for
Right?
a second.
So it doesn't
We're talking
matter.
about things in life. Sometimes you cut corners and to get the outcome you want. And that's not the way it is. You want to learn how to do things the right way.
Well, don't worry. You and I toured the Boca Post Office today to learn how to do things the right way.
And it's a shame
And I know
because-
there must be a lesson in that someplace.
Maybe.
Well, one of the great things I learned when we came back was you guys were full force. Fuego was running. Lena was here. Our newsletter went out. Taylor was working on a commercial. Val was working on, you were all working on something. You were working on editing. Everyone was doing something without us being here.
But
which
I don't
shows
understand why that's surprising to you.
Ever go to school and the teacher walk out of the classroom and everyone's like starts throwing spitballs and airplanes and chewing gum?
These are
right? And
grown-ups.
nothing happens? Even in college.
I don't get you.
Right?
Totally,
Nothing
yeah,
happens.
totally.
Well, you and I left here for longer than we intended to leave here. Even Val's like, where the heck did you guys go? Because we really only went
I'll
a
give
mile
you the
down the
map.
street. But we came back and the newsletter went out. Fuego was going. We didn't even know. You were working on a commercial. Credits were being done. Our new guy, Joseph, he's still here. Joshua? Joshua's even working with RK's they're teaching each other.
So why is this surprising to you?
It's not, but maybe that was the lesson for us to realize was
Maybe
that.
it's a lesson for you to learn.
Exactly. What lesson did you learn? That I have a short fuse?
No, that I can't get on the phone call and scream at my phone.
Yeah, you missed that, Teddy. Driving from one post office to the other.
What do you do when your
press
phone says,
one.
I can't hear you? You yell, right?
And I'm only thinking of Teddy going, oh gosh, representative! We will call you back in 1 hour and 1 minute to
In
1
6
hour and
minutes.
36 minutes. Would
It-
you like to wait on hold or call us back?
So I say, yes, I'm still on hold.
He's still on hold. I'm like, just hang up. And that was that.
So I learned a lesson of,
I don't know. What lesson did you learn?
I expected to get the runaround from the post.
I don't, though.
I do.
I don't usually expect to get runarounds. I always think you go, it works out, and there is a reason.
I've come to the belief that, let's say RK is looking for the studio, and he's standing next to the banner, and it keeps hitting him in the head, the banner. Boom, boom, boom. Freddie, where is this place? Boom. Where are you? I don't see you. Boom. I've come to expect that now.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't.
You give people a lot of credit. You think that because we went through the worst pandemic in the history of this country, or one of the worst anyway, that people will learn?
Yes.
Really?
Like here and there, I'll say.
Really? Show me one change, and I will shut my mouth.
I have to say, unfortunately, I think it's gotten worse.
Of course it's gotten worse.
I think people have gotten less kind and less helpful to each other than more. And that's just so sad in itself.
A lady ran into me in Walmart with her cart.
Wow.
Hit me with the cart, like I was making a turn.
You and Walmart.
And she got me.
Again?
And I went, ouch. And you know what she says to me? You should have stayed out of the way.
Wow. Wow.
So yesterday I went to Target and I was thinking of you at Walmart because you always have
Get
these.
out of the way, son.
He always has these conflicts at Walmart. And when we always tease you about them, so I'm at Target yesterday and I go to leave and the cashier has this great name. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a very cool name. And I'm like, wow, that's such a great name you have. And all of a sudden, everyone was like, yeah, that's a really cool name. And the people behind me got really nice. And the guy in front of me was complimenting the cashier. And all I had to do was say one nice thing like, wow, you got a great name. Is that really your name?
You got some
and
nice
he
things.
lit up. And I'm thinking, you're at Walmart getting
I'm
banged by
fighting.
a card fighting.
Lady tells me at Walmart,
Again,
you're
you and me.
going down the wrong way. You know how they have arrows on the floor? So you're supposed to go this way, and then you go to the next aisle. It's like that card thing, and the arrow's this way. So I look at her and said, what? She says, look at the arrow. You're going the wrong way. So you know that pita bread, those brown, I took one off the shelf, I threw it on the floor, and I said, now you can't see it.
Again, you're at Walmart one way, and I'm at Target another.
What is wrong with
Because
people?
I always expect better in people. I
Well,
always
it's-
try to bring out the best.
It's Walmart. There's always crazy stores in Walmart.
That's why I don't go to Walmart.
Wow.
Well,
Unbelievable.
why I don't go to Walmart?
No, it's just unbelievable. People haven't changed.
I know, but I was really hoping they would.
Again, Walmart.
Go to Target.
I went
Change
and
your
I'm
circle.
standing on the line.
Change your circle of friends.
And the line is mental. Here's the line, and then you gotta go here and wait in the corner because they don't want people to block the aisle, right? Lady comes in, she jumps on the line, says, excuse me, you gotta get behind me. Well, I've been here for 20 minutes. See, you're lying. Mind you, she lied right to my face. I can only imagine people telling me about the mask. I said, lady, I've been watching you. I've been standing here. Oh, no. So I went and I got a manager. And the manager said, ma'am, you got to go sit to the back. I said, let's go to the tape. I told her, we got videotape. Let's go to the videotape. All right, already. So she went. Now the line goes all the way down. She really got screwed. But why is it that people do that?
They think time is better than others.
Entitlement.
Entitlement.
It's literally, a lot of people are entitled and think my time is more important. Why does somebody, when you're at a red light and one person moves up 2 inches and everyone else has to move up 2 inches, that 2 inches isn't going to do anything, but you feel entitled to your time, that my time is more important, and they cut you off and they honk at you so they can go and they don't want to stop at the red light because they're entitled. No one's entitled to anything.
They will go to Costco gas. There's a guy named, his name is Henry. I know him from the inside. They put him on the outside. I know why they put him on the outside. Henry don't shut up. This is like Mr. Cotorra. You know what a cotorra is?
You like to talk?
It's a parrot. A parrot. Cotorra's parrot. So I'm with Linda. I go, oh man, here we go. Henry comes running over to talk to Linda about her gas cap. Now Linda doesn't want anybody near her. Doesn't want anybody around. What's up, Steve? Doesn't want anybody around her. The whole nine, right? So she gets into him. Sir, can you get away from me? Do you want me to show you? So I said, Henry, do me a favor. Go bother somebody else. But it's like Dylan. Go bother somebody else. No, I want to help her. She don't want your help. This went on for 20 minutes.
Again.
Why? If I ask you, can you take your bubble and move it over? Why can't you just do that?
Why don't you say, Henry, thank you so much for your help. We got this.
I know him.
So
He don't listen. I'm just trying to show her, and she don't want you to show her. Can you
I've
go
gotten
away?
that, not at that gas station, but I've gotten it at other gas stations where people, I don't know what about me as a person makes you think that I don't know how to put gas in my car. But people come up to me and be like, honey, sweetie, do you want me to do that for you? I'm like, no, it's okay. Yeah, but honey, you're just not doing it. I'm like, no, I know how to put gas in my car. I'm 25 years old. I can put gas in my car. Yeah, but sweetheart, are you sure you're okay? Do you need me to help you? No, it's fine. Because they're like, well, obviously, you know, they're entitled to help you. And say they're being nice. And, you know, your opinion doesn't matter.
that's interesting.
Because do you know who I am?
I had the cafe mask on, and I went to the gas station, and there was this woman, and she could not figure out. You have to, you know, with the gas thing, you have to bring it down so the bar cracks in your gas tank. If you just put it in and you don't etch it down, the gas won't come out. You know this, right?
I didn't realize that's why, but yeah.
That's why. It's like this, and then they etch it so that the gas flows in. So anyway, she couldn't get that. She didn't understand it, so I went over to her and says, you know, do you want me to show you? She says, yeah. I went there, and there we go. And I had the mask on. So she wanted to know everything about the show. And meanwhile, I wanted to get the hell out of there. You know, I want to go. I says, I got to go. No, where's the mask? And I didn't have the business cards.
Well, that happened to us at the post office, kind of, because there was the first post office, and the guy says, are you mailing something? You have a question? I don't know how he knew that you and I didn't have anything with us.
Well, obviously, we were flailing our arms. I can't believe we got to wait on a freaking line.
No, we were not at that point yet. That was the first post
We were waiting
office
on the
stuff.
line.
Yeah.
We were waiting.
I
He
think it was
said,
our
"You don't have
masks
to."
that they matched.
There was nobody in the corner where he sent us to do the tracking.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, a lady was, and then she came out. She was eating because she was still chewing, and she was putting her mask on real slow. That was just. And let me ask you a question. The post office is a federal building, right?
Yes.
Isn't the law state federally you have to wear your mask? Have to wear your mask.
I don't know. I think it changed.
No, it says it right on the
I think
counter. Don't enter without a
they just
mask.
didn't get rid of those posters.
So the workers don't have to wear a mask.
I don't think it's mandated anymore. I think they said federal buildings are no longer having to wear a mask, but private businesses can choose. Like Publix chooses.
I don't think so.
Well, look it up. Let's take a commercial break. You got company. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Safe Friends. Max Lozega, who is principal and chief financial his 40 years in the construction industry created a foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lozega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lozega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends, to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. celebration of a lifetime begins here.
30 years, the acute color sense and masterful presentations of this artist have inspired women worldwide. Barbara's style encompasses it all: bold and brazen, subtle and calming, drawing on unconventional techniques and tools, canvas spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her hallmark is highly textured surfaces and playful resin-filled abstracts. Barbara graduated magna cum laude from New York University. She studied at Cooper Union and the Boca Museum of Art. To view her artwork, visit her website at barbarasilvergallery.com or contact her by phone at 917-757-0447 or by email at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
So, you've been hearing all the exciting buzz and chatter about this new game changer in the pickup and delivery and rideshare space, and now you want to know more. Well, forget everything you knew about the tired old delivery and rideshare services that bully restaurants, take advantage of drivers, and confuse consumers into spending way more than they should. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, where we put you first. When you sign up as a driver with Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, we onboard you with your own credit card merchant account. That's right, with Trip, you're in the driver's seat as an owner-operator of your own business, and you'll always earn 100% of the delivery fee, rideshare fee, cancellation fee, wait time, and tip. And therefore, we charge a low monthly fee to use the Trip platform. For only $39.99 per month, you can sign up as a side hustle driver, allowing you up to 75 rides, 75 deliveries, or 75 of both combined per month. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, where drivers earn more, consumers and riders pay less, and restaurants are charged less. Trip Rides. Going places, doing good.
Hi friends, it's Bree and Allie from Kids and Capes. Tune in Saturday mornings on the Brooklyn Cafe Kids Television Network at 10 o'clock, where we share fun and ideas. And remember, peace, love, and kindness.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production, and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Hey everybody, this is Jeff from PromoStuffForYou.com. We are now entering some really challenging and uncertain times, but one thing is for certain is branding and marketing doesn't stop. At PromoStuffForYou.com, we have access to 1.4 million promotional and branded products. We want to sit down with you and help you come up with that right strategy to make sure that the remainder of this year goes smoothly for you and make sure that your name is out there. Branding is the most important thing a company can do, and it's not just for cattle anymore. So contact PromoStuffForYou.com, 561-693-2117. Visit our website, call us, we're happy to help. You can reach us at 561-693-2117. Looking forward to helping you any way we can.
Introducing Verijet, a new concept in short-haul aviation designed to get passengers closer to where they want to go. Powered by the award-winning Cirrus Vision Jet. The aviation world is talking about its unique state-of-the-art safety features, including the aircraft parachute system, and safe return that allows it to land itself in an emergency. Cabins are disinfected between passengers, and microparticle filtration treats the air every 30 seconds. All in a beautifully appointed premium cabin with plenty of room and first-class service and amenities. Verijet, the best short-haul alternative.
Kids for Kids Ministry The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
Don't know how I'm feeling tonight, but I swear I'm fine. I'm broken inside. Don't know where I know I can hide. Don't know how I'm feeling tonight, but I swear I'm fine.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
No pun intended. You know what's so crazy is when you're not here, I have your voice in my head. Go the cricket noise or the ah ha ha ha. Or
I think he's insane and you're getting there.
when I've got Vinny's voice in my head when he's not here, when I think what's going to come on the board, if you're not on the board and it doesn't come on, I'm like, wow, Vinny's not on the board. This just came in from our artist, Jay Harmon. This is unbelievable. This is all done in colored pencil.
There, almost more on a, go more left. Right there.
Don't move.
It's good, you're good.
Look at this, romantic mermaid. I love this, Jay.
Thank you.
Look at that, her tail's not even on the ground. She's so in love. It's like when the ladies kick up their leg, when they, you know, that romantic kiss when you kick up your leg. She kicked up her fin.
First of all, she's not
her
kissing.
tail. What's she doing?
She's close.
She's very
But
close.
No, what the amazing thing of this is the full moon.
The whole piece is spectacular.
You see the full moon in the background?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Right there?
This definitely adds to the positive feng shui of romance, for sure.
This is unbelievable right here.
That's nice detail work.
Jay, this is amazing. When did you do this?
This, I don't have a mic, but this was done
Pass me the mic.
probably about a little over 2 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. This was done a little over 2 years ago, and I was at the other studio and finished it there. And I had this particular picture on display at Wellington City Hall in December of 2019, and they closed down in February. And my picture was still there, and I was just able to get it this week. So they've just opened up. So I was able to get my pictures back.
This is incredible.
They had this in City Hall?
In City Hall in Wellington.
How the hell did you get it in there?
I displayed it on a show, I mean on an art show that they had, and
they put it up?
Uh-huh, they had it up.
Unbelievable.
This is absolutely spectacular. Talk about love and romance. I love this piece. And we've got one more. When you're doing all your pet portraits,
Mm-hmm.
what is that, an Irish setter?
An Irish setter, yes. And that was when I was doing my my pets. I've had 2 Irish setters in my life, and
Really?
And I love Irish setters, and they're very interesting breed. They have very distinctive personalities.
And you can't see it on the cameras, but this frame is beautiful for this piece.
Yep, it's all like a tweed matte fabric.
Yeah, you really can't see it on the cameras, but this is very nicely done.
This is beautiful. Ever
Right,
had an Irish
thank you.
setter?
No.
I've never had one either. They're pretty big, right?
An Irish setter?
setter?
Yeah, they're full size dog, but they are so gentle.
Yeah.
And they're fun, but they also have ADD, and they're quite hyper. But they're a lot of fun. If you got kids, they're great.
Maybe I was an Irish setter in my past
another
life.
life, yeah.
Maybe. ADD and kind of fun. That would be me. There you go.
I didn't say
No
any
pun
of that.
intended, right, Vinny?
But
See, Vinny's always in my head.
Lord have mercy.
I kid you not. That's exactly what it is. And then he does that, and
you know it.
I need like a Vinny button.
When is your show?
Wednesdays.
And when is your show?
Wednesdays?
Have we decided what you're going to do? Pass the popcorn?
Pass the popcorn, talking pop culture. Movies, TV.
So apparently, speaking of pop culture, there is a new, I guess, artist rendering in Sanborn Square in Boca. It's a huge sunglasses as pop culture. So you can go
Why
out
is
and do
that
a
pop
set there.
culture?
Because it's like pop art.
Sunglasses? A pair of sunglasses.
But giant sunglasses.
But how is that pop art?
Because it's culturally pop art. It would be like putting a huge can of Campbell's soup out there. Like Andy Warhol-esque. It's not a real...
Is that a word?
No, I made that up.
Wow, you got a headache with you today. Okay, that's interesting.
He's rubbing his head. It's that
And that leads us to today in
history. Exactly. What's going on today in history, Vinny?
Today in History by Vinny Alves, the opening of the Brooklyn Bridge 137 years ago.
Really?
Connecting from Manhattan to Brooklyn. It's pretty cool.
How many years did it take to build the bridge?
About, 60, like good 20 years, I'll say.
14 years.
14. Close.
How many people died in making the bridge?
Really?
I want to say 10.
197.
I'm off.
What happened?
Building a bridge is dangerous work. Hello.
Wow.
How many people walked across the Brooklyn Bridge on the day that it opened?
I want to say over tens of thousands.
Over 200.
But I saw that a woman was the one who actually brought it to fruition because her husband passed. He was the head engineer on it, and he passed, and she took over the company.
That's right.
And she was front and center leading everybody over the bridge
Yes, that's why it took 14 years
instead of 52.
instead of 275.
Exactly.
Instead of opening up today.
Exactly. Wow.
Brooklyn Bridge, yes.
Interesting. Today in history.
And do you know it's considered the 8th wonder of the world?
Wow.
Now, does anybody know what the other 7 are?
Oh, the world?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's the pyramids, Stonehenge. That's the one in Greece, right? The Pantheon or something?
Parthenon?
Thank you. The Colosseum.
Who's looking it up? Unless nobody knows the right answer. Jay, you know the 7 wonders of the world?
I'm looking.
No,
Right,
there
it's
were,
like
well,
in-
there
Is it
was,
one
of them the Taj Mahal?
there were
Petra
the ancient
in
7
Jordan.
wonders, and then there's the modern 7 wonders. So there
Really?
were two different sets of 7 wonders.
I think Jordan, Petra is one of is the 7th wonder.
Machu Picchu
Machu Picchu?
is 1. Taj Mahal, I knew that one, is 2. Petra is 3. You just said that, right? The Colosseum is 4. Great Wall of China is 5. The Great Pyramid of Giza,
Giza.
6.
Uh-huh.
The Lighthouse of Alexandria,
Huh.
7.
And the Brooklyn Bridge is 8.
And the Brooklyn Bridge was 8. Now they have a few more. The Colossus of Rhodes, Statue of Zeus at Olympia.
Those are the ancient wonders.
Yeah. Temple of Artemis.
Is Stonehenge on there anywhere?
No.
Isn't that one of those mysteries?
No Stonehenge. And I thought the Houston Astrodome was one of the 8 wonders of the world either, but I guess not. Why are you laughing?
In the Jet Stadium too?
No, the Houston Astrodome. Houston Astrodome was the first stadium built enclosed.
Ooh.
Real grass, artificial, then they went real.
Interesting. The 8 wonders of the world.
Yes.
Very cool. Jay, this is spectacular. I love this piece. So yes, it definitely adds to our feng shui.
Oh, thank you. That's a.
I love this piece. It's very romantic.
That was the idea when I made it. At first, I was going to have just a couple silhouetted in front of the moon, and then as I was working on it some more, I said, well, I want to make it more romantic, so I added the palm trees silhouetted, and then I was working on the water, and I said, well, with the water, why don't I change that from a woman to a mermaid, and just make it very different. So that was how it all evolved. It started one way and ended up different, but I'm happy with the results of it.
When did you put the moon in it?
The moon was one of the first things. I liked the moon. That was what I wanted. I wanted to have this big romantic moon with a silhouetted couple in front of it. That was my whole idea. But as I went along, I did the moon. I said, wow, let's put some more in this. And I just kept adding to it.
It is absolutely spectacular. And I love that it's a mermaid. Isn't that amazing?
Now I gotta ask you, are mermaids real?
Of course.
Is there any evidence to show that they're real?
Is the tooth fairy real? And Santa Claus?
No, that's different.
No, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. So the answer to that question, boys and girls, is yes.
I just read it says no.
Mermaids and fairies are 100% real.
Mermaids are not real.
Of course they are, and mermans also.
Mermaids are not real.
You've got mermans?
Mermaid Man.
Mermans?
A merman.
Yeah, I ran into him over at Starbucks.
Thank you.
Isn't there a merman?
No.
What's the male mermaid?
There was Ethel Merman.
Put up bum, Vinny, I know.
There are no mermans.
There's a mermaid man and a barnacle boy.
Yeah.
There's a mermaid man what?
And a barnacle boy.
And a barnacle boy.
Yeah,
got it. SpongeBob SquarePants, the mind of the kids.
Now, let me ask you then a question in some part of this question. Are UFOs real?
I believe it.
Oh, they just saw some more.
Did you see the latest?
You say no, really?
Did you see the latest of the government opening up all of the files to UFOs?
Yep.
It was on Sunday on Face the Nation, which is a political show.
Well, last week, another tape just got released. I guess they figured they better just start telling the truth because everyone else is releasing their videos now.
All of a sudden, they have flying objects out there. Nobody understands why. Forget about understanding where they come from. They don't know why certain people see them and certain people don't.
Interesting. Ooh, just give me the chills.
So there you have it. So UFOs apparently are real. Come on, do you really think that we're the only species alive in the whole galaxy?
No.
Can't be.
But the fact that they can travel the way they travel instead of just clicking their heels is pretty remarkable.
Now, if you watch the movies, we are the foods for other planets. They're just coming to collect.
Interesting. Really? No.
That's what I heard.
But you know what I find interesting is that they fly in flying objects. They just don't transport themselves or teleport. But yet maybe they do. They walk among us and we just don't realize it.
Well, they're looking at the crops.
I could talk myself into everything from one way. I can have the entire conversation asked and answered in my head.
Hope they're friendly like E.T.
And then have Vinny.
Did you see the movie War of the Worlds?
Yeah, wait, which version? Tom Cruise or?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And they came in to feast. And it was all of the drugs and all the AIDS and everything, the bad blood we had on the planet that killed them.
Yeah, all the germs that killed them. Funny
Oh my
enough.
gosh, I was watching Mission Impossible over the weekend with Tom Cruise. Wow.
Which one?
3.
Oh my God, do you know how old that is?
But I know, he was really young, but wow.
You like?
What
He was on the train at the end.
Oh my goodness!
It was
what-
such a bad green screen. They should do
I'm
that
just going to
over.
ask you how they did that. Really?
Green screen. They should do it
Oh,
over. It's
don't
horrible.
say that. You just took me to a whole other level of being
It's
upset
horrible.
now.
Or you think it's a real train? You got stuck on the train.
Yeah.
Plastered on the train.
I don't know.
You
but
have to sleep at night. You can't do this again.
the stunts are
With
amazing.
the helicopter in the tunnel and all that.
Craziness, right? I was watching something that there's one tunnel that goes to this one town in Alaska, and the tunnel closes at night. Did you see that yesterday? I forget where it is in Alaska, and everyone lives in this one building. And that's all there is. There's that, but inside this building, there's the grocery store and tunnels that connect to the school and the post office, and everything is right there. Can you imagine everyone living in one building? Because it's Alaska, so where are you going to go? Right there. And this tunnel's connected and everything. It's like Logan's Run in Alaska.
That's an old movie.
What do they do in this one building?
That's where everybody lives. That's where the grocery store is, the post office, everything.
Where do they work?
In the school, the post office, the grocery store.
The whole building works in a grocery store? Get the hell out of here.
It's kind of
Get out of
interesting,
here.
though.
You're out of your mind. You saw the wrong thing.
No, really, but I forgot the name. I'm going to have to look it up for you.
Yeah, you
but
do
it's
that.
amazing.
You do that.
And they
Come
said-
on, guys. Let's go
and
all
they
work at the
love-
post office or the grocery store.
But we saw them all
in
working
the
at the post
building.
office today, didn't we? A little bit different from where we are now, all I can tell you. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this Monday. Jay knew that picture needed to be changed. That's why he brought in some new ones. He's like, I know which it is.
Oh, no, he's like,
Jay
Yoda.
knows. Jay's in my brain a lot. Kind of scary place to be. He's laughing. He knows. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Wow.
Strong cup of coffee to get you through your day. Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
The Spa Facial by Maria has amazing facials, body treatments, and sugar body waxing for any special occasion. All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213-5034 or visit her website at thespafacial.info.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, It's wicked smooth.
Dr. Laura Ellick, a licensed psychologist practicing in both Florida and New York with over 20 years of experience, addresses the negative thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your lifestyle patterns. Dr. Ellick works with children, teens, and adults, from anxiety and depression to eating disorders, addiction recovery, and medical issues. Making a deep interpersonal connection is a magical part of the therapeutic relationship. Contact Dr. Laura at 516-635-6186 or at Laura Ellick, ELLICK.com for a personalized consultation. It's time to remove the blocks that are preventing you from achieving your dreams. Call Dr. Laura Ellick at 516-635-6186 or at LAURAELLICK.com. AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
For over 30 years, the acute color sense and masterful presentations of this artist have inspired women worldwide. Barbara's style encompasses it all: bold and brazen, subtle and calming, drawing on unconventional techniques and tools, canvas spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her hallmark is highly textured surfaces and playful resin-filled abstracts. Barbara graduated magna cum laude from New York University. She studied at Cooper Union and the Boca Museum of Art. To view her artwork, visit her website at barbarasilvergallery.com or contact her by phone at 917-757-0447 or by email at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. I guess they're doing Jay's show here.
They're setting up for Skillshare as well as the colored pencil art.
That Skillshare thing is amazing, huh?
And the kids are going to learn to edit on it.
And they're going to learn how to edit. Interesting.
So Jay's like, learn.
RK is a very
He's
studious
good.
student.
He's working hard, right? He's learning everything. He brought in donuts for everyone, which is really nice.
I know. I'm like, who is this guy?
We've got Joshua with us. It's funny because I just saw last night someone had a Joshua Tree shirt on, and that's how I can remember. You like the Joshua Tree album?
I don't know what that is.
It's a, I don't know, it's an album or it's a group, Joshua Tree. I think it's an album. You know, it's an album, and it's funny because I went to high school with a guy, actually today's his birthday, and he was always into music. And as an adult, he's a sound engineer. So it's kind of cool when people do what they do, their passion when they're younger, and they actually get to do what they do as an adult. Because not many people get to do
What's
that.
a Joshua Tree?
I'm going to look it up. I think it's an album. I'm no music.
Talking to the microphone.
An album by U2? Thank you. A
What's
very
the
famous album.
significance of it?
I don't know. Josh was reading about it. We'll see our fact
Wasn't
checker.
Joshua the guy Moses gave the Ten Commandments to?
Joshua, I believe, was U2, Mom. New Mom says it's U2. Thank you, New Mom.
YouTube what?
U2 is what she said the Joshua tree is. She's texting us as we go along. We need her to be our fact checker. New Mom, you should come in this week.
YouTube.
Not YouTube.
YouTube.
U2, exactly. The Joshua tree. Let's see what it says. There's a Joshua Tree National Park. Joshua Tree Bathroom Vanities. Don't want that. Joshua Tree album I'm going to put in. See what the significance of what that is. I didn't even know there was. Here it is, Joshua Tree U2. All images. And then there's the video.
But what's the
News.
significance?
I don't know. It's just in my head.
I
It's just well, these things that go in my head is all I can tell you.
see.
I don't know. The Joshua Tree Classic Albums revisits Irish rocker's career-making record.
So there it is. You
Rock was
sing?
looking for new heroes at the dawn of the 1980s.
Are you a singer? Really?
No.
I think you sing. Don't you sing for the choir?
No. I was in a
You were in a
choir
band.
in like 3rd grade, but I quit because, I don't know. It scared me a little to be on stage.
I think you're just shy. I think you can sing.
Oh, maybe. I haven't really tried
You're like
to do
Cracker
anything
Barrel. She's
professional.
another one who can sing.
Can she?
Everybody has some
I
talent.
heard her card the other day singing.
The seeds
you
of the
want your
Joshua
ears to hurt.
The seeds of the Joshua Tree came about at the tail end of the Unforgettable Fire Tour in 1985. In the middle of the 80s, says the singer. So this is what sealed U2 in as one of the top bands. U2's ability to unselfconsciously rock out had endeared them to the meat and potato Americans. So this is what they did.
Meat and potato.
Meat and potato Americans. Yep. This is what
Do
it
you
was.
know where I went, speaking of meat and potatoes, on Friday night for dinner?
Which one of your usuals?
No, I went to the rib joint down in Fort Lauderdale by I just forgot the name.
You didn't go to the mall?
No. I went to the rib place. What's the famous
Tony
rib place?
Roma's?
No, it wasn't Tony Roma's. It was the other one. I'll get it. But it's nice because they have a 2-for-1. So you get 2 racks of ribs and you only pay for 1.
You said in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
Hooters?
No. This is by, what's the name of the light place?
Lighthouse
Lighthouse?
Lighthouse Point.
I don't know what's down
And
there.
that's on Federal.
Wait, in Lighthouse Point?
Isn't
Yeah.
that Pompano?
Tony,
It starts
Bobby
with-
Rubino's?
That's it.
yeah.
Bobby, that's still around?
Yeah, in Pompano.
Wow, that's been there since I was growing up.
They remember Linda from 30 years ago. They were there.
I was
Her
going to say,
mother.
since I've been growing up, Bobby Rubino's place for ribs.
Unbelievable. You get that onion thing. and
I
then-
did not even know they were still open. So I see you had a very Weight Watchers appropriate dinner.
I didn't eat it all on Friday. I was starving.
Really? I don't know. That's what I was looking at the cracks walking down to Sunny Stop with my shoes.
That's right. And now I find out I got to go to the doctor's tomorrow.
Yeah, you thought you had 2 more days under your belt on that one.
Not good. Not good at all.
I know. We all do what we got to do. I can't believe that's still open. Have you been there?
No, but Zach's grandfather used to go there all the time.
Bobby
So-
Rubino's.
It's a great place.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you chicken or ribs, or you can have all sorts of other things.
Oh, you ventured out to the mall on Friday night.
It's not a mall.
You normally go to the mall on Friday night.
Yes, I try something different.
Very nice.
Actually, it wasn't Friday. It was Saturday.
Ventured
I
out
went
of
to the
your
mall
comfort zone. I went
on
out
Friday.
Saturday night for dinner. I sat outside. It was chilly. I had on pants and a jacket and the napkin on my lap. It was cold Saturday. It was beautiful.
You mean the napkin didn't make a difference?
Well, in my clothes. Well, yeah, I had the napkin on
Where'd
my
you
lap.
go eat?
I think it's called Ollie's over on 18th Street on the lake on Boca Point. I seem to go there a lot lately. It seems to be every time I go out with
That's
someone.
your mall.
They say, you want to go to Ollie's? I'm like, okay. You want to go to Rafina? Okay. I love sitting on the lake on 18th Street, and there's Rise. It looks like a beautiful location to sit outside. Rise, the sushi place.
Oh, yeah.
There's-
How is that?
It's really good if you like sushi. So I end up going on 18th Street a lot, but it was a little chilly on Saturday night. It was beautiful, though.
Have you been? 18th Street, you know where that is?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, my doctor's office is over that way, so I know a little bit.
There's a new Vietnamese restaurant that's opening there, and Pizza District, of course, is celebrating their anniversary.
And there's another restaurant on the corner. Carrabba's.
And there's that pub. Actually, someone stopped and said, is there Holloway's around here? I said, yeah, just park and walk around. That
there
Irish
Holloway's
pub is
there?
still there. Remember you said you went there with Freddie way before I knew you.
That thing has been there for 50 years.
It is still there.
It's a numbers joint. No,
It's
I'm
called
only
Holloway's or
kidding, I'm only
Callaway's?
kidding. Callaway.
Callaway's. So that's still there.
Is
It's
the
a beautiful.
Mexican restaurant there?
No, it closed. It became Ollie's.
So Ollie's is there.
It's the same parent company that owned Ollie's and owned Don Chepo. Not the
What's an Ollie's?
the name of the restaurant.
I
I
know
don't
what
know.
kind of food.
A little bit of everything. So I left half my dinner there. I didn't mean to. I packed it up and I forgot to take it. So we get to the car and I'm like, I forgot my dinner. So Chuck says, let's go back and get it. I go, nope. They probably threw it away and I don't want to take it out of the garbage. He said, again, I think of you going, what did they do to your food when you left it there? So I did not go because, you know, what if they like threw it away and like, oh, let me get it for you. And it's like on top of the garbage. So I didn't go
No,
get
they
it.
put it to the side. They wait till the end of shift and then they throw it away.
So anyway, I
Should've
did
gone
not.
back.
But they do have good food. They have great flatbreads. I always get salmon wherever I go nowadays. So it was good.
I got to tell you, I had a breakfast on Sunday. I went and I had banana foster.
I see we're not counting points this weekend.
It's all I ate for the whole day. Not good.
Saturday you have bananas Foster?
Sunday.
Sunday, that was after the ribs and...
No, that was Sunday morning for breakfast. I wasn't happy
Why?
because it didn't taste good.
Where'd you go?
It doesn't matter.
On Pancakes and Bananas Foster?
Then
Pancake
I find
House,
out I
IHOP?
can't. I'm not supposed to have bananas either. That was like
Bananas Foster is coated in sugar.
it was disgusting.
Well, that's how they make it light up.
Well, it lit me up.
Yeah.
And I'm done with it. That's why I drink all the water now. Get all that sugar out of my body. It's horrible. Who the hell eats banana foster?
On ice cream, yeah, not a thing. Now that everyone knows our food of the weekend,
There was no ice cream.
just
This was
pancakes.
Pancakes. Not good. Very, very bad.
Anyway, have a great Monday, everyone. Definitely a manic Monday. I'm going to rechange some pictures here, rechange the energy. We're painting the front stoop on tomorrow, some bright red because we do
got the
face.
paint?
Teddy's going to go get it tomorrow. More to come, everyone. Have a great day, everyone. Take a deep breath, and we keep going on this Monday. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save us. a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and